Aloha, all my wonderful YouTubers and guests. ZeroHyperGaming here, bringing you all another reaction video. Now, for tonight's reaction video, I will be doing a reaction on The Farmer's Story, which is a video by Prince EA. I think he's also known for doing a lot of inspirational and very strong motivational message videos. I always loved his videos. It's really good. I think one of the first videos I saw from his, actually one of the only videos I saw from him at first was I think the one about enjoying life and always, you know, what is it called? Like, he said he spoke with older people and he discovered that, you know, a lot of people who are, you know, dying of old age, you know, they always, when they asked to reflect upon their life, the only thing that they regret was the things that, not the things that they did, but the things that they didn't do or didn't get to do. Which I can see that being one, because a lot of people, you know, in life, you know, when you're young, you have all these dreams and all these goals, and then, you know, as you get older, you know, for some reason, you know, life just happens, and, you know, some people just stop that dream, you know, they continue to something else, you know, something that's safe, something that's a normal career, something safe, you know, nothing out of the box, you know, they just play it through life safe, and, you know, not, you know, I guess sometimes in the back of their mind, you know, they always wish, oh man, as they get older, you know, they're financially stable and all this stuff, but sometimes I guess they wish, you know, they took that chance and, you know, maybe they could have did this or been this. So anyways, though, this one is called The Farmer's Story, so let's go check this out.
Once upon a time, there was a farmer, and this farmer had a horse. He loved this horse so much; it was his pride,
hey, it's Legos.
His joy. This horse helped the farmer earn money for his family. Until one day, the horse ran away. Now everybody in the community, the neighborhood, they heard about what happened to the farmer, so they came running up to the farmer and they said, "Oh my God, your horse, your favorite horse, he ran away."
I love this still animation.
It's so
with the figures.
And the farmer, he looks at them and he says, maybe. Next day, horse comes back. But not only does the horse come back, the horse comes back with 3 wild horses with him. Now everybody in the neighborhood, they come back to the farmer and they say, "Oh my God, we heard what happened. So you got 4 horses now? Oh my God, what good luck. That is so good." And the farmer, he looks back at them and he says, maybe. Very next day, farmer's son tries to tame one of the wild horses. Well, a freak accident happens and the horse kicks him off and the son breaks his leg in 3 places. Now everybody in the community, they come up to the farmer and they say, "Oh my God, those stupid horses, look at what they did to your son. That is so bad." And the farmer, he says, maybe. The very next day, the military come to the farm looking for young men to draft to the army. They take one look at the farmer's son and say, "We can't draft him. He's got a broken leg." Well, everybody in the community, they hear about what happened and they run up to the farm and they say, "Oh my God, what good luck. Your son doesn't have to go to the war. Our sons, they got drafted. What good luck you have." And the wise farmer, he looks back at them one last time and says, maybe. I love this story so much. The moral is this: it's so easy for us to develop negative mindsets when something bad, quote unquote bad, happens to us. But good, bad, who knows? Do you really know what's positive or negative when you don't see the full picture, when you can't see the long game? There's so many people who've had failures, losses, and illnesses. And these things have wound up being their greatest teachers because they couldn't have had the perspective that they have now without it. So the next time something quote unquote bad happens to you and somebody says, "Oh man, that really sucks," just be like the farmer. Be patient, be still, and say, maybe. Peace.
check him out, guys. Does great stuff on his YouTube channel. That was a really good story, folks. I honestly agree with the story, and I agree with the moral of the story that he tries to explain. About always keeping that positive attitude. Always try to keep out the negativity. Even he's right though. Sometimes when something bad happens to somebody, they think so negatively. When they're stuck in traffic, they think all this stuff. Sometimes that negativity can be really bad. Like if you let it, dormant inside you, you start to develop paranoia thoughts. Like sometimes you could be going someplace, and maybe let's say you don't really get along with people, or maybe let's say you not really get along, but you don't get along. You're kind of like neutral with everybody at work, but let's say one day you mess up at work pretty badly, and then everybody knows about it, and then sometimes that negativity could end up building paranoia, and then sometimes you'll see people talk, and then they'll look at you, and then sometimes you'll think that oh, they're talking about me, but they're really not. They're just having a conversation amongst each other, and they just happen to look at you because you probably stepped in, and some people have the habit of just looking around. But yeah, a lot of people always assume that people are talking smack about them just because of the certain things, and just by certain gestures. But always gotta keep that positive mind and positive attitude. A long time ago, I have to admit that when I was much younger, I was very no, not that young, maybe through later in my high school years, I was very negative, but I wasn't really a bad kid. I always listened to my parents. Did my schoolwork. Came to school on time. Just the basic stuff. But I always had this negative attitude, and that usually developed through just years of experience, just a lot of growing up, and experience these negative things while growing up. So sometimes as I got towards that teenage age, I used to think those were the ways, like, because this happened, it's always gonna happen, because this type of guy has this type of attitude, all these other type of guys are gonna have that same attitude. I used to always assume that because this type of female or this type of person has this attitude, all of them have that same attitude. I used to always think that. But as I got older, I began to realize things, and what made me reflect on keeping positive. I remember one person in my high school. I think he played for varsity football for our team, but I think he came to our high school his last 2 years, his junior year and his senior year in high school years ago. But I remember somebody asked. He was always a happy dude. Like, I didn't even know he played football actually. But he was always a happy dude, positive, always kept his posture straight, smiled to everybody, he greeted everybody, always greeted everybody, telling everybody, what's up, bro, hello, how everybody doing, telling everybody they look good, beautiful, whatever. But he's always positive, kept a great smile, and somebody actually turned around and asked him, yo man, yo dude, why are you always so positive all the time? Why are you always smiling, man? Like, everything's alright, man. Don't anything happen good? Don't anything ever bad ever happen to you? And then he told the other guy in the front, and he said, "Oh, why? Oh, of course, man. A lot of bad things happen to me, but you can't change the past, So why stay unhappy? So." It's always good to keep positive, because you can't. Whatever happened in the past already happened in the past. Only thing he said that you can do is you can learn from the past, and keep positive, and reorganize and prepare for your future. And that's all you can do, folks. Well, y'all should check out Prince EA's YouTube channel. Be sure to like and subscribe and comment to his channel. He does great work, very inspirational, very powerful and eye-opening messages. I've always, some of these things that he said has always lingered in my mind. I'm not articulate and very good with the words as he is, but you know, when he and I'm not good at explaining stuff as he is. So when I see him explain something, you know, I catch on to it. Like, okay, I see it a lot more clear. But anyways, folks, check out his YouTube channel. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment to ZeroHyperGaming, my channel, and don't forget to follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/ZeroHyperGaming. Alright, folks, this concludes my reaction for tonight. I'd like to thank all of you for watching these videos with me. You know, I really appreciate it. It's a lot of fun watching these videos with you. I hope you all can come back again someday. And for my returning subscribers and newfound subscribers and new viewers and guests, I'd like to thank you all for supporting me and to everything we've been through. And you know, hopefully, you know, you stay tuned and you know, you check out my next reaction videos and gaming videos that'll be coming out. I'll also be doing traveling vlogs a little bit later. It's gonna be probably in a couple months, not that soon, but yeah, just stay tuned and I'll come up with some more different stuff. Alright, folks, have a great, blessed night. Actually, have a happy week, you know. Be happy, stay happy. Get some rest, take care, mahalo, peace.